Imagine standing at a crossroads, where every choice you make either brings you closer to inner peace or pulls you deeper into turmoil. The paths before you aren't dictated by fate, they're shaped by the choices you adopt. What if I told you that the power to transform your life lies within your own hands? We often struggle with our inner shadows, those forces of unrest and doubt that feed on our weaknesses. Take Sarah, for example. She was a successful professional, admired by many, but plagued by self-doubt and a relentless inner critic. Whenever she faced challenges, she found herself blaming others or retreating into herself, nurturing those shadows rather than confronting them. But one day, after a particularly difficult meeting, Sarah decided to pause and listen to that quiet inner guide she had long ignored. It whispered not of more work or perfection, but of balance and self-compassion. She realized that the peace she sought wasn't in achieving more, but in finding contentment with who she was and what she had. When we succumb to entitlement, blame others for our circumstances, or lack the drive to make a change, we're not just existing, we're nurturing the very shadows that trap us in personal chaos. But like Sarah, deep within each of us is an inner guide, a voice that knows exactly what we need to do. It urges us to take control, to reclaim our power, and to calm the storms threatening our peace. Yet how often do we ignore this guide, allowing doubt and fear to strengthen our shadows instead? Happiness, when pursued selfishly or thoughtlessly, can be as elusive as trying to hold water in your hands. Instead, by focusing on fulfillment that benefits not just ourselves but others, we build a sanctuary within. This sanctuary is not about chasing dreams. It's about creating a life filled with gratitude, meaningful relationships, and purpose. Sarah began making small changes, taking breaks, practicing gratitude, and reaching out to others not just for help, but to offer it. Over time, she found that these small steps calmed the storms within her, and she became a beacon of positivity, not just for herself, but for those around her. Our journey towards enlightenment is ongoing. We must constantly challenge ourselves, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Growth isn't a destination, but a continuous process. We need to guard our minds against returning shadows while nurturing our inner guide. As we grow, we become beacons of positivity, and this is not just for ourselves, but also for those around us. But what do we do if turmoil has already taken over, silencing our inner guide? In those moments, hope becomes our lifeline. We must remember that things could always be worse, and that within us lies the power to make the best of what we have, to fight back, and to reclaim our peace. Although some people seem to think they have it all, including wealth, status, and comfort, there are still lingering feelings of unfulfillment. What do you think they are missing? Real fulfillment isn't in possessions, but in experiences, connections, and inner peace. Those with less often appreciate simple joys, meaningful relationships, and purpose more deeply. Meanwhile, those with more may struggle to find meaning beyond material wealth. The key lesson is this: no matter what you have, true happiness comes from within. It's about embracing life's challenges, cultivating gratitude, and finding contentment in who you are, not just in what you own. So, what will you choose? Will you let your shadows dictate your life, or will you rise above them, crafting peace out of the turmoil you once knew? The choice is yours. The journey is ongoing. Each step you take towards growth and positivity brings you closer to the life you truly deserve, and that's something worth contemplating. We thank you for listening, and hope you found this video enlightening on our journey. We hope to see you again on our next video as we continue our adventure. Thank you and stay enlightened.